Hello, my name is Julian Pombo, and I will be showing you today the digital implementation of my game Windmill Farm. The game is on the platform Tabletopia. What you are about to see is a description of the components and part of the setup and what the pieces are. In a following video I will make an explanation of the actions, but in this part of the video you will just see what the components are. So let's get started. What you are seeing here, this is the main board. It's a map representing my country, Uruguay, where the game takes place. The game is an emulation of the energy change that took place here in Uruguay in the recent years and is still going on. Okay, the setup for the game is at this point is set up for 4 players. Because of the platform doing the setup automatically, I placed all the markers on the board, but in a real table the markers go at the side of the main board. Okay, let's go with what you are seeing about the game board. The main board is divided into 3 zones. Zone A, that is the green zone, is the rural area. The rural area is divided into 3 sectors: west, central, and east sector, separated by these border lines. Then in the bottom part we have Zone B. Zone B are divided into 2 sectors, one at the west and one at the east. The west sector is the industrial area and is connected to Argentina. The east sector is the vacation area and is connected to Brazil. The central sector is Zone C. Zone C is the capital of Uruguay, Montevideo, with 1.5 million people. It is the biggest city in our small country. Zone C has a land area and an ocean area. For game purposes, it's all the same. Let's take a closer look at the different locations that you will be seeing on the board and what do they mean. This is a standard location. This is a standard location. It has a drawing of a small town or a farm. It has a square here where you will be placing your transformer when you are fulfilling the contract, and the cost to fulfill this contract is 1 energy, and you will be gaining this marker of the town. This is a town contract marker. This is the back, this is a contract. That is a classical location. They all mean the same. Okay, they all have a drawing of the population, then a square for the transformer, and the cost in energy of the contract there, and which icons are affected by fulfilling this contract. Here in the central area is where we start. Our workforce start here. This bulldozer is what we use to build. During the course of the game, we will be building farms, windmill farms. They are represented by those mills. They give 1 energy in Zone A, 2 energies in the sectors of Zone B, and 4 energies in Zone C. We also will be building electric towers. The electric towers are used to drive the energy to the different populations, to the different contracts. So basically, there had to be a tower inside a sector in order to provide energy to the contracts. As you can see here in this sector, there are no towers, so in this case, no contract can be fulfilled here. Our company is devoted to wind energy, but we have a small participation in solar. So here are solar contracts during the course of the game, we will gain bonuses that will allow us to pick up some solar contracts. Here we have the retirement dozer table. During the course of the game, we can gain more dozers, or we can decide to retire our dozers and gaining some bonuses according to the spot we place it here on the table. As you can see here in the east zone, as also in the west zone, we have these green cards. These green cards are foreign contracts. These are contracts with Argentina, with Brazil. At the other side we have Argentina. The contracts ask for batteries. We don't pay with our current energy, but we can store energy to gain batteries, to obtain batteries, and then sell those batteries to Brazil and to Argentina, and also use it for other benefits in the game. Here at the top left corner, we got the bonus cards. During the course of the game, we'll be acquiring bonus cards. There is a deck building element in the game. There are cards for scoring that can be used in the different scoring phases of the game. There are cards for actions that have multiple uses but requires to spend an action. The scoring cards doesn't. We have 25 of those cards, one copy of each. Here we have the player board, the player tableau, and the player starting components. The player starts with 25 cons represented in this counter, 3 action discs, a set of 8 cards, 1 battery, and 1 build farm token. The build farm tokens that we start, it has 1 energy on a side and 3 coins on the other side. The player tableau has the 3 action spots that with the actions that we can take by placing a disc there. We can play a card, we can retrieve all of our cards and move our propeller. The movement of the propeller will indicate the scoring phases at the end of the game. Or we can pass, not play any card, but taking 1 battery. When we have exhausted all this or action this, there will be the consolidation phase, and we will follow these steps drawn here on the board. Recover the 3 action discs, recover 1 card, gain batteries for stored energy, collect our income, and then move our propeller 1 step to the right. Here in the player tableau, we have the different bonuses that we can obtain when building towers. Depending on the zone that we build the tower, is the bonus that we can obtain. These are ongoing game bonuses, and here we have end of game scoring bonuses. This is the player grid. The player grid has the energy track that starts at 1 because we start the game with 1 farm in zone A that gives us 1 energy. We start with 1 build tower, so our grid quality level at this point is 1. The towers represent the quality of our grid, the infrastructure of our company, the coverage, and the overall quality of our company. At this point, with a grid quality level of 1, we can fulfill contracts of the town, the isolated locations, or solar participation contracts. As you can see, growing up in quality, the grid allows us to take contracts of the factory and the beach, contracts of city, and contracts of the capital. This is the highest required quality by contracts. After that, our company just is becoming so good, our grid is becoming so good that we start saving energy, more people want to come work with us, so we obtain new dozers, and finally the efficiency of our grid is high enough that we are saving money. These are the transformers, the wooden houses, that we will be using to mark that we are fulfilling the contracts. And those are the spots where the contracts markers are to be placed. Some transformer has bonus below them that when we place a contract there, we will be collecting those bonuses. And some connections have negative connectors, have some requirements. That means that we have to pay to make that connection go through. Some requirements are in energy and others are in the type of contract. As we can see here, this spot can only be occupied by a solar contract. Here, if we have two isolated location icons, we can unflip this space. We can flip that connection and make it available for us. Here we have the income board or income markers. The income markers are of the town, the factory, the city, the beach, and the isolated location. These income markers are affected by the contracts that we will be fulfilling during the course of the game and by other bonuses that we can take in our actions. In this case, these income markers are giving us a total income of 4, because each one of them has the value of the number drawn here at the left. So in this case, each one of these incomes has a value of 1, so our starting income is 4 coins. There are pink spaces here that will give us a bonus of taking a bonus card that we can draw from the display, or we can draw blind from the deck. And there are other spots that will give us bonus in income. The markers jump over these incomes on where a marker gets to cover an income. That means that the other marker moves up 1 space. Here we have the build tower bonus board. At the beginning of the game, there are some random X tiles placed here because the board has some printed bonuses that we can also choose. The board contains bonus tiles and printed bonus. Bonus tiles run out, the printed bonuses stay there forever. So when you build a tower, depending on the zone that you have built, you can take 2 bonuses from this board. These bonuses affect your ongoing abilities, and some are for end of game scoring. That should cover all about the components. They are here in view. In the next video, I will explain you the gameplay and the actions of the game.